Hi, good evening. Come on in. I am Sharon from SHARONSSHED, Signs and Designs. So good to see you guys. So I'm going to kind of get started. I've got some FolkArt, what color is this? Coffee Bean that I have thinned with some water, and I'm going to stain my board with that. I'm going to go ahead and do the edge before I forget. I should have did it first. I always say that, and I never do it. Rarely, anyway. Okay, I'm going to wipe that back a little bit. I'm going to get some of it. Well, there's no use getting it off my hands till I get it wiped back because I'll just have more on me. Let's see. I'm going to dry this and talk to you guys just a little bit. And I'm going to use this God Bless America, but I'm not going to use all of it. Just part of it. Because I like to mix and match things. I'm going to take my white chalk pencil and kind of mark the lowest point of this letter, because I know that I want my tape to go below that, because I'm going to tape it off. Oh yeah, I was going to use some clear furniture wax. I'll do that in just a second. I get sidetracked, but it'll do the job. Just going to put a little wax around the edge. Alright, I'm going to do the top part of the board in Cranberry using mineral paint. And I do this undercoat because it helps give it more of an aged look, and I like it to show through if I'm sanding back. So, let's see. I think I will use a chip brush. I usually use a sponge brush, but I think I'm going to live dangerously. I'm going to leave my edges brown, at least for now. I may change my mind for later. Dry this. It'll be fine. I like the Cranberry pan. I think it looks good. I painted the round brown first because, for one thing, the darker color in here makes it look a little more aged. And secondly, I'm going to sand back, and I wanted it to have that brown under it. Alright, let's peel this back. And then I'm going to go ahead and paint my white part before I go any further and sand it all at the same time. So I'll just use a sponge brush, it'll work. I could almost use the second coat. I think would look a little better. All right. I'm going to stencil the God Bless America on it. Alrighty, well, let's take this down. I may do a coat of vintage white and then do navy on the God Bless. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. I use a light circular motion to start out and then apply more pressure as I use the paint out of my brush. I'm anxious to see how it looks when it's all done. Well, I think I'm just going to paint right over the white so they're a little brighter. I was thinking about doing it shadowing, or it would be highlighting in this case since the white is on the bottom, but I think I'll just go over the top of it. I just thought it needed the white under it to help it show up. May give that a little bit of a third coat or a second coat of navy on there too, so it'll be brighter. All right, I'm gonna add just a wee bit of navy back, or midnight blue back over the God Bless. So it'll be nice and dark. Let's see what we got here. Okay, that is just fine. And then red, white, and blue. I think I decided I'd put Independence down. And put USA right there. Freedom. Which I love my domed brushes for the smaller fonts. Just be sure and offload them really well. What else have I got here? Oh, glory. Use fireworks down here. I think I'm going to put Liberty right there. Stars and Stripes, that's a good one. Can go there. 1776. Put sparklers down there. United. Okay. Here, 1776. Whew, that was a job. It was cute though. All right, let's go around this and kind of bring it in with a little midnight blue. All right, you guys, I will hold that up so that hopefully you can see the, there we go, that's not real bad. Almost see the whole thing all at once. Anyhow, you guys, I hope you like it. I am so appreciative of you joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I did for sure. And I will see you guys all next time. Thank you, you guys. I love you all. Appreciate your support. And I will talk to y'all later. Okay, bye-bye.